Hi everyone, and welcome to our video on using SOH CAH TOA to solve a triangle. So in this problem, all it says is to find side A and side B in terms of trigonometric ratios. But what we will do is solve the whole thing actually. So if it was to solve a triangle, what that means is to find all the missing sides and missing angles. So I'm going to set up my answers over here. So these are the angles, the capital letters. Again, they might use like Greek letters instead. So they might use alpha and beta. Okay, however, I'm going to use capital letters. And then their lowercase letters are the sides. Okay, so little a, little b, little c. And I'm just going to box that. I think that should be enough room. I hope. Sometimes I miss my box. And then what I'm going to do is label those angles because I already have some of the information. So they said angle B is 90 degrees because of the right angle notation there. And then angle A is 25 degrees. Well, in every triangle, we do know that the three angles need to add up to be 180 degrees. However, if we already have one side being 90 right there, then the other angle can help find the other by doing the complement, which means we just have to subtract 90 and 25. Okay, so that's a different way to do it. So we could set up the whole equation. I'm just going to do the complement. So C would be 90 minus 25, and that will be 65 degrees. Okay, so you might be able to do that without any work at all. It depends on if the numbers are nasty or not. These ones aren't too bad. So these all do add up to 180. Okay, and we can even label it in here. So I'm going to mark it in blue and say, well, that was something we found. There it is, 65. And then based on our capital letters, we can label our lowercase letters. So if capital C is 65, directly opposite is little c. 25 is angle A, but directly opposite of angle A is little a. Okay, so let me actually, sorry, I'm going to erase that arrow. And then they said that angle B is the right angle. That makes the hypotenuse little letter b. Okay, so there we go. Okay, however, I'm going to rename them with our one given angle. So I'm gonna use this angle as the one that I'm focused on. Okay, so yes, I have 65, but this is the angle that is my focus. So I'm gonna even circle it. So 25. So opposite of 25, let's draw that arrow, is little a. And then adjacent of 25 is little c. B, no matter what, is the hypotenuse. Okay, so the reason I want to choose an angle that I want to work with to help me with the rest of this problem, okay, because it says we need to find sides A and B in terms of trigonometric ratios. Okay, we already have side C, so notice side C is 9. So we just need A and B. Well, to get A, I'm going to use this triangle and SOH TOA to help me. Okay, so we would have sine of 25 degrees. Let's set all three up and see which ones work for us. So sine of 25 degrees equals the opposite over the hypotenuse. Okay, so remember opposite over hypotenuse. So my triangle is already labeled. The opposite is side A. My hypotenuse is side B. Okay, so that doesn't look super useful for us because I have two letters unknown. Okay, so the cosine, I'm going to have to move it over a little bit. Cosine of that 25 degrees is equal to the adjacent side, which is 9, over the hypotenuse B. Okay, so this one looks pretty good. Let's see what tangent looks like. So our tangent of 25 degrees is equal to the opposite side, which is A, over the adjacent side, which is 9. All right, there we go. Okay, so the sine of 25 doesn't help us because we have two letters that are unknown. So we'll just move on. The cosine of 25 helps. So I want to solve for B here. Solve for B. So that means I'm going to multiply both sides by B. So I have B times cosine of 25 equals 9. Now, cosine of 25 is just some random number. So let's put it in parentheses. It's just some random number. So I have a random number times b. Well, I want b all by itself. So it is just divide cosine of 25 degrees over. So we don't know what this number is without a calculator. That's okay. Let's just write it like that. Okay, and then now that is going to be our final answer for this. So b is by itself equals 9 divided by cosine of 25 degrees. Okay, so that is our b. So we have 9 divided by cosine of 25 degrees. Okay, because that's what they wanted. They wanted in terms of a trigonometric ratio. I could plug that into a calculator to get a decimal if I do need it. Okay, but we'll leave it in terms of cosine. Okay, and then this tangent one. So I want to solve for a in this problem. So if I'm solving for a, it looks like all I have to do is multiply both sides by 9. Because that would get a by itself. So I would have 9 times tangent of 25 degrees. And that's it. There we go. We got it by itself. So notice the 9 doesn't times the 25. So tangent of 25 is its own number, which is good. Just leave it. It's kind of just leaving it alone. You don't actually have to do much. From there, I could plug it into a calculator if I need a decimal. But that's all we're going to do for this problem. Okay, so that's how we can solve for a triangle when writing in terms of a trigonometric ratio. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.